Hi, everybody. Welcome to Chat and Craft with Lorraine. My name is Lorraine Tierney, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. I live in Warner, New Hampshire, and I don't have my earbuds in. I forgot to bring them downstairs from upstairs, so hopefully this is working without them. It's Thursday, April 17th. I don't even know what day of the week it is. And I hope if you join me and you're watching, you will please say hello. If you leave me a comment or like this video, that will help more people see it, and I really appreciate that. Hi, Sue. Hope you're feeling well today. Today we're going to make a fun fold card with the You Are Remarkable stamp set. So let me switch my camera over and we'll get started. This is the stamp set, and this is going to be my May card class. It's a You Are Remarkable Stamp-A-Stack, and we'll make 8 cards, 2 each of 4 designs. Not the design you see here tonight, different cards. And you can either pay for this class as a class, $35 for the materials to make 8 cards. You can do it in person with me or via Zoom. You'll need your stamp set or a stamp set to substitute, and your own inks, of course, and adhesive via Zoom. Otherwise, I provide everything. And so it's $40 if it's mailed, and you can get the class free if you put in a $50 order with me. So there's lots of different ways you can earn this class. This is the May class. The April class, you still have a little bit more time if you'd like to do that. That all of the ordering information is the same. That's using the meant to be bundle and papers that go with that. All right, but let's start with this. This is a gorgeous flower, and then it's 2-step stamping. So this is your outline, and then you fill it in with this stamp, and the same with the leaves, and there's even a little center you can fill in. It's really a pretty stamp, and it's got some great sentiments. So that's what we are going to do. So let's put, let's do our stamping first, I think. So this is a piece of basic white that's 3 1/4 by 3 3/4. And this is going to go on the front of our center step card is what we're making. And I'm going to do the outline of the flower using Memento. I have also stamped this flower just using the second set of stamps without doing the outline first. So you really can do it whichever way you want. And I think I'm going to put it right in the middle today. I may regret that because I'm not sure where I'm going to put the sentiment, but I'm going to give it a try. And then we're going to fill it in. So we're going to use Melon Mambo, my friend Michelle's favorite pink. Although Strawberry Slush is coming soon, and that is also a very good pink. So you can see, I don't know if you can tell on this stamp, but it's also kind of distinctive. There's parts that pick up more ink than other parts, and so it gives you shading as well. It's really quite pretty. So I'm trying to get this lined up right in there without putting my head into the camera. Hi, Jan. Thanks for watching. That's looking pretty dark right now, but it should lighten up. That is my Melon Mambo. And then we're going to do the greens with some Granny Apple green. And the same thing with this stamp. Hi, Kathy. This stamp will give you some of that texturized shading and bits too. And it's nice that it's the photopolymer. You can see right through it and know exactly how to line them up. I need to get my, I think I'll get Daffodil Delight. And we'll do the center of the flower. This would also make a very good jelly bean if you needed a jelly bean. Let me show you on a scrap of paper. Of course, I can't find one when I need one. Here we go. Don't you think that would make a very good jelly bean? Of course, it could also make a kidney bean, but we have much more need for jelly beans than kidney beans. Okay. Whoops, I don't know why I'm putting that away. We have a little bit more to do. There's a cool two more stamps in here that I really like. There's one that does a little bit of edging. I'm going to use Granny Apple Green again. And I'm not sure if I want to stamp off or use, I think I want it full strength. So I'm just going to put a little bit along the edge over here, just for a little texture. Maybe a little bit right there. I think that's a fun one. Just adds a little bit. Granny Apple is a nice green, Jan. You are right. I like it a lot. And then this stamp is really fun in here. Let me get this one out. And let's see if we're going to do this one in the daffodil or if we're going to do it in black. So that one is a little bee. Can you see that? It looks a little dark to me. Is that better? So I don't know. Let's see if you like that in the yellow or if that looks better in black. I'm afraid it would be a little hard to see in the yellow. What do you think? Yellow or black? I know bees are really cute, aren't they? Let me clean this one off and close this up. Sue says black. All right. Let's do it in black. I can always use my marker to add a little yellow to his body. Let's get that. Because his body is so little. Oh, I'm coloring it on the scrap paper. I just used my little marker instead of the blend. All right, and we'll decide what we're going to do for the sentiment in a minute. So this is a faux center step card. So it means we're using two pieces. Often a center step card has some cuts in here just between your score lines, and then you pop some parts of it up and push some parts of it down. This is a little bit easier because you're using two pieces. So this one is 3.5 by 8, not 8.5. I cut a little bit off. 3.5 by 8, and it's scored at 4. And this one is 5.5 by 8, and it is scored at 1.5, 3, and 5.5. 1.5, 3, and 5.5. So we are going to make this go like a big mountain and then a small mountain. It's how I like to think of it. There's my big mountain, and there's my smaller mountain. I have a big and a small. Okay. So we're going to put a little bit of patterned paper on here. I'm using the Full of Life paper. And this piece is, I forget, 2¼ by 5¼ I love the bright colors in this paper. I'll try to remember to put all the measurements in the description of this video when I put it up on YouTube. Facebook won't have all the measurements, but you can always go to YouTube and subscribe to my channel there, and that will have the measurements. And then this piece is 1¼ by 5¼ Yeah, 1¼ by 5¼ I kind of like that radiating look to this piece. Okay. So that's going to go, that's going to be one base. And then this one eventually will get attached like that. I don't think there's any way to avoid covering up some of those lines. So we're going to put this one on the front part. Let's do that. Hi, Michelle. I was talking about you and my melon mambo and how much you like melon mambo. Were your ears burning? All right, so here's Friends Are Flowers in the Garden of Life. We can put that there. We could put a little extra mat on it. We'll have to think about that. And then on the back, we're going to have another piece of basic white that you can write your message on. And I'm not going to do another sentiment in the back because I don't know if I'm going to have this be a birthday card or just a thinking of you card. Not just thinking of you cards are very important. But we'll see. All right, so I'm going to hold this closed. And I'm going to put this on. And now we want to make sure that this is going to fit into an envelope. So if I were to put this, leave a good sized space there on the front and the back, it really wouldn't fit in my envelope. It would be too tall. So you really want to put it pretty close to the bottom so that it will fit in the envelope. I like to put it right where the mat starts. So you see just Granny Apple Green and Granny Apple Green there. All right, so I'm gonna, and I have it a little bit to one side. I called it a center step card, but really I should have called it a side step because more step on the side than center because I have to do something with my sentiment. So I want to leave room for that. Okay, so I'm going to let this come up a little bit. And I can see I don't want glue to go past that line because that's in line with that edge. And then here, I'm going to put some glue. Okay, I'm holding it closed. And it's wiggling a little bit left and right. So I want to make sure I get it straight and even. That looks a little crooked. I'm going to go up a little bit. Okay. Maybe a little bit more. Ah, now I really moved it. There we go. So there's the front piece of that. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to flip it up and put glue on the back. Now, I don't know, I don't have a guide here to let me know how close to put it. So I'm going to put some glue on this end, close to the edge. Okay. And then we will close that and hold it for a few seconds until it grabs. And so there is our center or side step, I guess we should call it, a side step card. Hard to see it from that angle, but it stands up. I got a little something on there. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to cut this in half. And I think I want to put half on the bottom and half on the top. And I have the opposite sides showing a little bit. And we could put that, well, maybe we'll just put it right here on the side. And so then it would be, whoops, I'm not in the camera, like that. Or we could put it right here. If that's the case, then I should put just a little bit. Let's do it like that. I didn't figure out ahead of time where I was going to put this. Little sentiment. Do we want this one on the other side? Let's see. I think so. You know me. I like balanced. I like symmetrical. Okay. Whoops. I just slid that. There we go. And then we'll put it, oh, I like that, right there. So just a little bit of glue on this edge. Now, I think a lot of you have seen this little trick before, but I need some glue under here. It's lifting up. So I put some glue on a piece of scrap, and then I just rub it under there. And I didn't have to bend that piece of card, but I got it to fit. Okay, so I'm just going to put some glue here and have that hold this on. Oops, it's sliding around, so I'm going to have to hold that for just a second. All right. I have one more card to show you that I made earlier today. The same side step fold. There we go. So what do you think? I like that. Like that. We do need some bling on that. So let's see what I can find over here. I'm looking through my bling. These are some, this is pretty in pink and the summer Let's find something a little bit darker. Let me get my little bling holder here. That's a little darker. Oh, these are Melon Mambo. Some party dots. I think those sold out really fast. I don't think we have those available anymore, but I liked them and I bought a couple of packs of these. So let's put one down here. And let's put one over here. And we'll put one right there. So there is our side step card. Now, if we want to just dress up the back of this a little bit because we don't have any stamping on it, I can put just a little piece of the paper. When I trimmed for the front, I had this and I just made it 3 1/4, which is the same width as the basic white piece. Oh boy, that's crooked. There we go. Okay. What am I using for my bling holder, Kathy? This is an embellishment holder that I made. You can find a video on YouTube for embellishment holder. So I made this out of cardstock and it's great. It holds a lot of embellishments. I made 2 of them. So I had this one here, and I've also noticed that you can put cards in them and it can hold some cards in place for you. So that's kind of fun too. I've been using both of them. All right, so that is our You Are Remarkable center or side step card. And then I made one with the Take to the Sky patterned paper. And the airplane is from Adventure Sky. The Hello Friend and the Happy Birthday are from the Birdhouse, Country Birdhouse stamp set, which is on Last Chance right now. So this I thought made a great masculine card. Again, it stands up just like that. And then on the back, I put Happy Birthday. And on this one, I used a Spotlight on Nature circle and a stitched shape circle. And these 2 papers, this is fun. Those are they have one paper that has squares of different prints and they're small like this. And I just put 2 of them on the front, one going horizontally and one going vertically. So that was quick and easy to make. So I hope you like these. I hope you'll give them a try. Like I said, I'll put the measurements in the description on the YouTube video. I'll load this up when I'm done. And this is the card class for May. It's the May Stamp-A-Stack. You'll make 8 cards and you can pay for it either $35 local, $40 shipping, or it's free with a $50 order. And either way, just email me or message me and let me know you're interested in doing the class so that I will know. All right, I hope you have a great rest of your Thursday night. Enjoy the great weather we've been having and have a good Friday and have fun getting ready for your Easter weekend. Okay. Bye, everybody.